Hey guys, this is Martin from MK Holdings, cabinet installer from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan in Canada. And I'm gonna show you the way I use Festool, the track saw, to scribe some L-shaped fillers. I do a lot of scribing, and this is the best way it works for me. Before the Festool, I used to have a planer and a sander and go back and forth until I get the right dimension. But now with the Festool, it's really easy for me and save me lots of time. So here we go. Okay, so this L-shaped filler is going to be located right in this spot. It has to be an L-shaped filler because I'm gonna try to bring it flush with my door. And of course the L-shape will allow me to attach to the cabinet, and that will be the front that we see. So right now I know that my opening is not straight, which that's not surprising. I know my top right here, it is 3 11/16, which equals 93 millimeters. Some people work with inches, some people work with millimeters. And I know right here I have 3 13/16 or equal 96 mils, which that tells me the difference right here is an 8. So this is how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna bring my L-shaped filler to my MFD3, and I'm gonna attach it from a side with some of the clamps. I need to make sure this is flush with the table. Okay, now we say I need to make sure which side is my top. So this side is my top. So we say we need 3 11/16, and we're gonna mark 3 11/16. This piece is already cut. This is just a review that I'm doing, and my bottom piece has to be 96 millimeters or equal 3 13/16. Once again, this is already cut, but let's say we have to mark somewhere here too. I use my track saw now. Maybe sometimes the wall is really bad, which I have to do angles like this. But right now with this piece, technically it's the right side right now. But let's say if that was marked right here and flush here, be somewhere there. Play my saw. We know I have lots of support because of the MFD3. Once again, let's just make sure there. Don't forget to use eye and ear protection. Once again, this piece was already cut. I'm just doing the review, and then I'll go back. Now with that combination square, I'm gonna make sure I have 7/8 of an inch, or equal 22 millimeters. I use some caps from Fast Cap to cover my screws. I will adjust the door, but that brings it pretty much flush, and my cut is perfect. Maybe I have to do sometimes a little bit of sanding, but that saved me lots of time with the truck saw. But that was a small piece. What happened if you guys have this kind of L-shaped filler, which is 8 feet long? Of course, this table is not long enough, so that's when you use a second table, or even a third table, depends on the size. Oops. To get, I didn't get that on time. Right here. Sorry, I'm using some other one. Okay, so with the connectors, I will connect 2 tables. Once again, maybe 2 tables are not long enough to this kind of filler. Maybe you need a third table. Oop. Make sure it's nice and tight. Now, maybe 2 tables are not long enough. In my case, I have a custom MFT3, and it is 20 inches longer, which that's gonna allow me to cut L-shaped fillers even up to 9 feet long. And we do the same process. Make sure this is flush. There. Now what you have to do is to attach 2 rails. Have to attach 2 rails to be able to cut this kind of length. Or maybe you have this rail, which is the 3000, and once again you mark your piece, top, bottom. Sometimes I do the center too to make sure. Once again, sometimes it can be a perfect cut, sometimes it can be an angle. Sometimes I have to do some sanding, but it is the same idea. Let's say that was the right dimensions. Play the track. This is strong enough. It is flush with my filler. And then let's go. And that's how I scribe L-shaped fillers. And I hope this worked for somebody to save some time. And of course, Festool CT26E helps having less dust to clean at the end. So this is the way I use the Festool stuff. See you guys later.